Ba-da-da-da-da. It's the Jelly and Jen show.
Hello, welcome back to episode 3 of Caught in Conversations.
Yeah, did you like that theme song?
I did. That's like low key, pretty close to a copyright claim, but you know.
Nope. That's an original cover. So
Okay.
yeah, no copyright. I made that original cover myself. So
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If anybody else says otherwise, they copied me. So there's definitely not a franchise out there with that theme song. And if there is, they copied me. I didn't copy them.
They copied you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Welcome back to the podcast, guys. So, like we said last time, we would talk about some of the stories about the people we met on God. And I think we kind of talked a little bit about these two people we're about to talk about. So that's gonna be today's podcast. I'm gonna start with my story first. So, did we give this person a name last time? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm gonna call her Sally. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, me and Jelly here, we met Sally together. I'm pretty sure on Fortnite. I think we met her together, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Sally had a friend. I think it was our friend. I don't know if it was our friend first or not. But Sally had a friend. We're going to call him Rick. It could be his actual name because I cannot for the life of me remember that man's name. Okay? I don't know if you remember him. Like his name. But I can't remember his name at all. So we met Sally and Rick on Fortnite. They seemed pretty normal. As they all do in the beginning. Quickly turned not to normal. I mean, I don't know how long we played with them, to be honest with you. But Sally was like 30 something, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, she was old.
Yeah, she was really old. And at the time, like, I'm older now, but at the time, like, I was in my early 20s.
Yeah, like when we say that she was old, I mean like we were like 20.
Yeah.
21 and she was like 30 and she was old.
Like, and I'm saying she's 30 and then my brain's also saying she might have been 40. She might have been close to 40 is how old that she might have been. But yeah, like, me and Jelly over here were in our early 20s. So the only reason I'm saying, like, she was a lot older than us. So we played, and then I don't know what led up to this incident, but I just got a vibe from her. I just got a vibe that she was lying. And then one day, she posted on her Snapchat that her house burnt down. Okay. Not funny. So sorry if your house burnt down. Like, but she posted a picture of a house.
You're
wrong about that. That was
on fire.
On fire.
She posted a picture of a house on fire.
On fire. Okay.
On fire. Very important.
I saw this picture on Instagram, guys, okay? And I was just like, that just doesn't look right. So, if you're like me and you watch Catfish, they do like reverse image searches, okay? I took the picture of the burning house that already looked sus, okay? It's very sus. I took it, I reverse searched the image, whatever you want to call it, and the image popped up on Google, guys. There. The image was on Google.
The picture of the house on fire.
was on Google, okay? I don't think I'm crazy that I thought that was sus. I just have a really good, like, intuition, you know? I don't know. I saw that shit and I was like, this just doesn't look right. Okay, so maybe I should have waited it out and got more evidence. Now that I'm older, I know I should have done that. I still think I'm in the right though. That I don't think her house burnt down, okay, guys? But anyways, so I got that information and then I went to her Instagram post and I said, nice Google image under her post that said, my house burnt down. Um, Insensitive? Maybe. Is she a liar? Definitely. Because I'm sorry, who goes on Google, gets a picture of a burning house, and posts it on Instagram?
And it like the picture from Google isn't even remotely close to where she's from. Like the picture from Google is from the States and she's not from the States at all. So
Yeah,
like
she's from like freaking Australia.
yeah. So it's not even like, oh, it could have been a report from that. No. It was
Yeah,
like from
no.
Colorado or
This
something.
picture was on a like article, yeah, from like I don't know state, but we know that it wasn't in Australia. And there's no way that they would report it on that anyways. I just like no. People's houses burn down all the time. They don't get a whole article written up about that. Like that's just something that happens sometimes. That's why you have insurance, some whatever. Some people. Anyways, I'm just saying it's not like article worthy, you know? And it wasn't this wasn't her picture. And I just still to this day, I just don't understand. Like if her house really did burn down, why did you use a Google picture? Why couldn't you just post you could have posted a picture of yourself and just said, shit, my life is sucky, like my house just burnt down. Like I don't know. Well, Sally didn't like my comment on her Instagram post calling her out because I was the only one in her friend group that actually looked at that picture and said that was sus and looked it up and then, exposed her. She went on to we might have commented back and forth in the comments. I really don't know. It might have moved to DMs. This has been like a long time ago. I just know she basically told me I couldn't take a picture because it was dark or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was something weird. Then which led her into saying, well, I'm going to go back and take a picture of it burnt down. That never happened. It was another weird picture, right? Or it just never happened. Like the second picture never.
She did take a picture, but like it was like through a gate. I found the DMs.
Okay.
It's like through a gate, and you can't really like if you don't know what's happening here, you can't really tell because even I'm looking at this picture and I can't even really tell.
I knew there was another sus picture that like it didn't even make sense. Like if your house is if it really burnt down, you should have been able to go take pictures of that. And then let's just say that okay, well she couldn't because they were doing a cleanup. Well, I still feel like I don't know. I feel like you could still take pictures. Like you should have like this picture, like Jelly is saying, it was through like a gate. You can't tell what's
dark.
happening. And she took a picture at nighttime is what it was. Like, why didn't you go during the day? It didn't make any sense. And then she was like, I'm not lying. Like, me and my mom were in a hotel. And then she was sending videos, like, of her and her mom. And I'm like, okay. it's not explaining why you use the Google like thing, like a Google picture. Like your excuse of saying that it was because you couldn't take a picture. I feel like nobody in their right mind when their house is on fire is gonna go, or house is on fire or their house burnt down. I feel like no one in their right mind is gonna go on Google and be like, yeah, I need to get me a picture of a house on fire so I can like make this Instagram post. I just don't get it. And it's just the fact that she was almost 40 years old at the time and she did this. This is very sus. And then her friend Rick, he didn't like that I did that. He called me a bish. Blocked me, which I didn't care. I'm like, okay, you're just stuck up her ass and you want to believe her. But I feel like anybody in their right mind would think that was sus. Didn't her other friends, after I did that, say that was sus too? Like, I'll cut it out. But or the other guy. But I just remember someone saying like, no, you're right. That's kind of sus.
I think it was probably.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because they were like, yeah, that didn't really make sense. Except Rick, who was dick riding hard. But yeah, she didn't appreciate that. I blocked her because I just didn't care. And I feel like for some reason I unblocked her. And then we got into an argument because she also called me a bitch.
So she stopped, or like we blocked her for a while, and then something else that was just like really messed up, like in the situation was, you know, like in my DMs, like she told me like all like her and her mom got all right, like her pets that she had, like they didn't make it out.
That's crazy.
Of the fire.
I
the second message down is, I really miss my PlayStation though. That's a big part of this conversation. That was like,
see, I didn't have conversations like that with her. The fact that she just talked about like, oh yeah, my pets didn't make it out. And then just a few messages down, you're talking about, I really miss my PlayStation. I'm sorry.
Literally.
I would be crying over my pets. I would not care about one single item that I would lose. If I lost my pets,
I'm out for the count.
I'm out for the count. Like, don't even talk to me. I'm not even gonna be on social media. Like, I'm good. Like the important people, I would be texting. That would be it. I would not be like all on social media. I'd be like, yeah, this happened. I'm just taking a break, trying to figure out like what my next steps are. Not, I'm gonna go post on social media, and then I'm gonna be in other people's DMs talking about, I really miss my PlayStation, even though my pets died.
Yeah,
that's wild. Yeah, I don't remember that part. But again, me and her didn't have good conversation because she called me ugly, called her an old ass ugly. Yeah. That was a weird situation.
And obviously we're not like making fun of like the situation that happened. It just like, it's the fact that she posted it on social media and was like to get attention from it.
Yeah, because that's all that was.
Yeah, and like posting a random picture that she found off the internet, because she was like, why would I post a picture of my house? Like, it's the exact same thing if I post this picture from the internet too. It's the exact same thing.
It's not. Because even if you didn't want to post a picture of your house, why would you care at that point? It's supposedly burnt down. It's not like someone's going to come find you. They're not going to be able to, because if she's saying it burnt down, like burnt down to the ground type of fire.
But it didn't.
But it definitely didn't. So it's just like, girl, you try to make up this whole thing to get attention, and that was it. And I wasn't there for it. I'm like, no, this looks suspicious. And it's the fact that once I Googled that picture, it was like the first few pictures. It's not even like she went down a few, like, swiped a bit and then saved a picture. No, 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 no. She just typed in house fire, house on fire, and chose the first picture. I'm like,
Literally.
girly pop. No, absolutely not. And I just will never get over that. And the fact that she was like almost 40.
Yeah.
And I believe that because she didn't post many pictures, I don't think, on Instagram, but she had like a profile picture and you can tell it was like an older person. And if you're catfishing, I just wouldn't see someone catfishing as like an older person. In my head, that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Especially maybe if you're trying to get older men or something, but like she was playing Fortnite with like 20-year-olds basically. Because pretty much all of us were like early 20s, right?
Yeah. I think the only older one was probably Larry.
Yeah. Otherwise, we were all pretty young, so it was strange. It's just strange. It's still strange to this day. And if people feel like that's not strange, then I don't know. Y'all need to go talk to someone. If y'all were out there having like tragic stuff happen to you and then going on Google to Google a tragic picture that you could post to relate to, we'll call it that. Relate to it. No, you have issues.
That's
Mm-mm.
just not the way.
That's
No.
not how that goes. Like if she really did have her house burnt down, I'm sorry, that just wasn't the way to go about it. But I will die on the hill that shit was a lie. So I will die on that hill. I don't care. But yeah, so yeah, me and Sally are not friends anymore, guys.
Yeah.
If you didn't know.
I'm also, I don't know if when you're blocked, if you can still see Instagram messages, but I have her blocked, but I could see the Instagram messages.
Well, I think you could still see your messages. I don't have, I had that Instagram, but I'm not signed into it anymore because for some reason Instagram signed me out of all my Instagrams like over the summer.
Nice.
So I don't really remember like how to get back into that one to even look at those DMs. So, but I'm sure they're still there unless I deleted it because I sometimes just delete messages.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm sure they're still there where she called bleep. And I called her an old ass ugly bleep. So sorry. That's the only thing I regret. We should always be kind. I was just not in my kind era, okay? I was in my, you know what? You're gonna call me that? I got one better for you.
But it's okay. We grew from it. We grew from it.
Yeah, we grew from that. I would still call people out though for sus stuff. But I was just waiting until I have a lot of evidence, you know? Like
Yeah.
if I could go back, I would like talk to her like for like 3 weeks and get like more information until like I had all this evidence piled up, and then I would just be like, "You're a liar, and this is why."
I cannot.
Okay, so that was the story about Sally, and Jelly is gonna tell us a story about Lee. I personally never met Lee, and I am very thankful that I never got to meet this girl because I could already tell you that I would not like her.
So I'm no longer friends with this person.
Of course.
They Lee was very much of a pick me girl, you know. Really liked attention. I'm gonna tell you the story. It sounds really messed up. But it's just the way that Lee went about it. So Lee had this emotional support hamster,
Which
which
I
I
just want to
don't.
say that I really don't feel like that could be a thing. Which it could, maybe it could be, but I feel like she did not like go get the papers that you have to do to actually get an
Oh, no, no,
emotional
no.
support
It
animal.
wasn't like that at all. It
She
wasn't
is
like that
just
at all. She
calling.
had anxiety, and I know anxiety is real. I have it, but like
Yeah.
her therapist recommended that she got like a not an emotional support pet, but like a emotion. I don't know, like an animal to help with it. And her dad wouldn't let her get a dog, and wouldn't let her get a cat. So a hamster is where it was at.
You know what? Go off, Queen.
Um, and this was a real animal because I was friends with her. I did see multiple pictures of it. I know its name. I'm not gonna say it for this for obvious reasons, but so this situation, I have her on Snapchat. This situation happened like after we stopped being friends, but people live such crazy lives. I just want to watch it from the stories, you know? So Lee posts on her story, she's like, I'm so nervous. My hamster has to go and get surgery. And then so this is all happening on Snapchat. I experienced this whole thing on Snapchat stories, flipping through them, right? So, you know, the day before she's smoking, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe my hamster has to go get surgery tomorrow. It has a little something. I don't even remember what the surgery was for, to be honest.
Oh my goodness.
But like, has to go get surgery tomorrow. I have to wake up early. Goes to sleep, wakes up. Again, another picture. T-minus 2 hours, so I have to bring my sweet baby, the love of my life, the only thing that's kept me together for like the last 3 years, to get surgery. Drives, drops it off, comes back home, starts posting pictures like, oh my God, I dropped my baby off at the vet to get surgery. God bless, hope she's all right. Hope it's okay.
Mm.
And then the next post is, she's been in surgery for like an hour now, but I haven't heard anything. I should call. Next post. She should be out of surgery by now, but they haven't called, so I'm going to call them. Calls them. Next picture. For half of these, I'm at work for. I'm just on my break. I'm just, just going through, and I'm like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
And then she posts, she's like, I called them. My hamster's doing great. It was a great surgery. Nothing happened. Nothing went wrong. Fantastic. About 15 minutes later, they called me. Something's wrong with her. Her heart isn't doing that well. So they have to keep her longer. And then she's like, let's all pray for my animal. Like, she's been with me. She really helped me in the last 2 years. Like, blah, blah, blah. And then she posts, they called me and they told me that my hamster didn't make it. And then the next post is like, no one texts me. I don't want anyone to text me. Like, I just can't handle this right now. Next post. I guess it was just your time. I understand. It was your time to go. I guess I didn't need you anymore. You helped me get through everything that I needed to get through. Next post. I'll love you forever. You're amazing. You're incredible. But like, I think I've really grown it, and I understand that I don't need you anymore. Next post.
Oh, wow.
It was just a lot of that. And then next post, I want to pick my baby up. They told me I can come and pick it up. I gotta pick it up, and then I'm gonna bring her to the thing tomorrow. And then, I don't know how that situation went. I don't know if she picked up the hamster that night and then brought it to the thing the next door, or picked it up the next day and then brought it to the thing. I don't remember how that went down.
Mm-hmm.
But that same night she posted in her story, she's like, "Oh my goodness, I miss my hamster," with her vape and like loading up cod.
Oh my God.
And then the next day, she brings her hamster to go get cremated. I know this is very sad, but just how it went down, it just was so
First of
dramatic for
all,
no reason.
I just don't understand why she went and got the hamster and then went and got the hamster cremated when usually
I think that they could just do that at the vet,
they
right?
do. Because that's why, like, so I had a dog that passed away, and they were like, you can take her, or we can like send her off to get cremated. Well, if you're gonna get your animal cremated, why not just go ahead and let them do it? Like, why are you taking the animal to get cremated? Like, it just, that part just doesn't add up to, in my opinion, it just doesn't add up.
And that day that she went and she got the hamster cremated, she like then posted on her story and she's like, that was I was so anxious while I was driving my hamster. I drove so fast, and then when I like gave it to the person, I didn't even want to look. And then I came home, and then she's never ever talked about it since. I was expecting like a little like
Did she even post like,
burn or something.
yeah, like did
No,
she not? Okay, see, and that
never.
doesn't add up either because like you posted this whole journey, right? The whole
Yeah, the
journey.
whole thing.
But you're not gonna post a picture of the urn with you loading up cod? I mean, you did it before, why not do it with the urn,
Right?
you know?
Full
Like,
circle moment.
it's just, it doesn't add up.
And it's the fact also that this all happened on a Snapchat story.
And that too, it's the fact that she posted everything. And, I understand people deal with trauma differently, sadness, mourning differently. Like, we all deal with that. But the fact that you posted this whole journey, all of it, and I just don't think like, I just feel like if you were that sad, you wouldn't have done that. Because, like,
Yeah.
again, I lost my pet. I had my dog for like 17 years. You know what I did? I didn't post it on Snapchat. When I woke up and my dog was like having a seizure, basically, I wasn't posting that on Snapchat. I called the vet and tried to get her in as soon as possible. But I didn't even call them actually. I just like picked her up and we rushed her to the vet. And like I was bawling, okay? I was bawling. Like my mom she came with me because she had to like talk to these people because I couldn't. And like they kept her and they kept her overnight and the vet called us and like was trying to tell us what they were doing to her and trying to like help her and whatnot. And then like the vet tried everything to save her, but like, and at the end of the day she was just an older dog. um it was just her time. But like still, like, that was such a shitty situation. Like I couldn't speak. My mom's the one that talks to the vet on the phone when they told us that basically the option was to either come get her and like let her live however longer she would live, or either probably just need to put her down because she was in pain, basically, 'cause she couldn't move. She couldn't move at that point. um like we went in there and they were like, so you're going to euthanize her. And like at that point I broke down when they said that because I was like, I didn't want to do that. So then we went back there and we saw her, and I knew that's what we had to do, and I watched them do it, and that's still the worst memory. Like I don't even like thinking about it, and it's been like 5 years at this point. But, like, that was the worst moment in my life. But do you think I got on social media and posted?
No.
No. I cried my eyes out in the car. I cried for 2 weeks, like, bawling when I had to go to work and stuff. I would go to work, and I would be, like, on the floor, and I would just be bawling. Luckily, I worked in a plant, and, like, my little section, nobody could really see me. Like, one lady did. She came up to me, and she was just like, "It's gonna be okay." They didn't know it. I didn't tell anyone. When I went to work, I wasn't telling people either. I wasn't like, "My dog passed away." I didn't say anything. I got my shit ready. I went out to the floor. I didn't talk to anybody.
You're
And,
like,
like,
there's just
that's
dust in my eyes. Leave me
yeah,
alone.
I was like, "Leave me alone." And, like, usually I would go on, my breaks with an ex-friend. But, like, at this point, I wouldn't. Like, I was just going to my car, and that wasn't normal because I would be having breaks with her, and I was like, "I can't do it." Yeah, so it was awful. But when I think probably after a week or two, that's when I posted one picture on social media, and it was just like a picture of her and like just saying she passed away and how long I had her and like how much I was gonna miss her. That was it.
Yeah, she
I
didn't
didn't
even
post.
post anything like that it lived from like this time to this time. After that,
Mm-mm.
she left it there and never looked back.
Yeah, and like that's what's insane to me that. And I feel like other people that have been through that situation would think that what she did is insane. Like, you can post what you want to post. Maybe post one picture saying, "Yeah, I'm having to take my hamster to the vet." And then you can post like what happens after. But I feel like you could even just say, "Oh yeah, like she didn't make it, and I'm very sad about this." But the fact that she documented this, like she is David Dobrik filming a vlog skit, and it's like it's not. Like if that hamster really meant that to you, why did you post all of that? And the fact that you also just never posted the urn, like that part is a little weird because like again, I was in that situation. Usually you wouldn't take the animal to get cremated. Usually if you take the animal from the vet, you want to bury it because that's what people usually do.
Yeah.
Because if you wanted them cremated, like they will do that for you. They'll send them off, and then you'll come pick them up, and that's that. So I think that's just it's a little weird. But Lee, from what I've heard, she's a unique person. We'll call her that.
I think
Unique.
that's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
She's the kind of person that would like go into a COD lobby and like give her number to people and then get mad when they didn't want to text her. To give
Yeah,
you that kind of perspective, like you know how we were talking about pick me girls last week, like she is a
she's
pick me girl.
top
She
tier.
only
Pick me.
when we would when she would add people, like it was yeah, I either add you if you're good at the game or you're funny. So
Yeah,
pick which one you
that's
are.
it's like girl.
At that time, I was funny, but let me tell you now, I'm pretty good at the game.
Yeah, you're a beast. Way better than me. But I just don't care to actually try to. I mean, I'm good in free for all. Okay, I'm not good with other people. And my skill level is not the same. But when I'm in free for all, I'm better than those people. But yeah, Lee's definitely top tier pick me. Also, the fact that she would go into lobbies and just giving her phone number out, like, girl, what? I really hope it's not your real number because
No, that's the real number, Jen.
that's not safe. And like, who wants that type of attention? Not bad. Like, I get it if you want to talk to them, girl. Give them your Instagram or give them a Snapchat,
Yeah.
something. Like usually that's what like if you want to talk to these guys or if you want to talk to other girls on there too, whatever your preference is. Um, you would just give them your Instagram or your Snapchat, not your whole freaking phone number. Like, someone with your phone number can find out everything about you. It's not safe. I don't even go on Bumble and give people my phone number.
True.
Like, you're out of your mind that you're going into COD lobbies. These guys on here are freaking psychopaths.
Weird.
It's just, no.
Not the halves. I don't.
No. And what's shitty is, like, the type of person she is like, it's just embarrassing. Because, like, her friends talk shit about her behind her back. So why would you even want to be like that? Like, that's so embarrassing that they all pretty much know you're a pick-me. And they don't. They're like, yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe I was friends with her.
I can't
either. It was a phase.
Yeah, that was the phase when I wasn't there, guys. Because I didn't play games for 5 years.
It's Jenna's fault because she didn't play with me for like 5 years. I mean, I know she's getting an education and stuff, but like,
I just didn't have time. Okay, I had stuff to do, places to be. But yeah, that was like the time when I wasn't playing. Because I can tell you right now, if you and me would have met that girl in the same lobby, and we actually like started playing with her, and she acts the way you're saying she acts, oh, I would have never played with her again. I'm like, you're crazy. You're wild. I don't need friends that bad. I'll go play free for all. I don't need to talk to nobody. I'm good. Because no, ma'am.
I cannot.
Yeah. Also, like how she tells people, yeah, if you're not good at COD, if you're not funny or good at COD, we're not gonna be friends or whatever. But she's not good at COD.
Yeah. No, she's not. And like, one of the reasons why we're not friends anymore, upon obviously the obvious other things, is because I was friends with these other people. She wasn't getting all the attention. She had to go out of her way to hurt me and tell like people personal things about me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's why I don't like her either.
She went out of her way to hurt me by telling people like personal things about me because I thought we were friends.
Yeah, and then I did a mean girl thing.
You brought out that mean girl era for 4 seconds.
I brought my mean girl era back after Jelly told me that this
beep
went and hurt her by just telling her business to people. First thing you're not gonna do is talk about my friend. Okay, this is my ride or die. Okay, I've known her for like 7, 8 years, however long it's been. This is my ride or die. I will kill you over this girl.
In game, in Minecraft.
In game, yeah, in game, in Minecraft. And when she told me the little stories, and then she brought up, and then she like was telling my personal business. I was like, she did what? You didn't tell me this part. She did what? Jelly brought out a little psycho in me. My mean girl came out, and I did ask for her number. And Jelly might have gave me her number.
Allegedly in game.
In game, allegedly in Minecraft. Allegedly, she might have gave me her number. I might have sent her a message with a screenshot of her face saying that she looks like she can't play COD. But I did hold back because I didn't message her from my number, by the way. I'm not stupid. The app I messaged her from, I deleted it. Kind of forgot that I did that, and then I re-downloaded the app because I needed to use that number for something. And she messaged me back. She did. And I really did want to send her a picture of this duck from Chicken Little. Do you know? You watch Chicken Little?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you know the duck I'm talking about?
I think so, yeah.
I really wanted to send that to her and tell her she looked like that because she kind of do look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't though. I didn't do it. I just let it go. I really wanted to send her that though. Her message that she sent back to my other message that says she looks like she can't play COD said, you follow me on Instagram? You must be a hater? And then she
But also a
kind of
fan.
reversed it and said something about being a fan. Yeah. I don't remember the exact words. I'm just quoting here. But I was like, I didn't say anything. Again, I really wanted to send that picture, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But in my head, I'm like, girl, how can I be a hater and a fan? I'm like, you don't even know who is messaging you right now because you give your number out to everybody. Like, everybody. But yeah. At least I was nice and I didn't send that picture of the duck that she might resemble just slightly.
Oh.
If you're listening, Lee, that was me. And she's never like, I've never talked to this girl either. She's never met me.
Anyone that listens to this podcast that like knows me and knows who this is, please let me know if you agree with the duck thing. Also, we sound like mean girls, but we're not mean girls.
Yeah, we're sounding really mean. But like,
again, you can't talk some messed up things and then not get the repercussions for it.
Yeah.
But we're not mean girls.
Yeah, we're not mean girls. I'm gonna get revenge for people, you know? That's just how my mind works. I just don't, like, she's a mean girl. And I feel like if you're a mean girl, then I should be able to be a mean girl to you. Because I'm sorry, you should not be friends with someone and then go tell their personal business because you're upset you're not getting attention anymore. Because there's other girls in the lobby that are funnier than you. Because that's the issue.
Yeah.
When it's not other men in the lobby, when it's another girl in the lobby and they're funnier than you and they're prettier than you, then you get upset.
You can only kill them with kindness for so long, you know?
Yeah. So, you know, that's her own issue. I mean, again, I didn't go super terrible like I would like 5-6 years ago.
And that's on growth.
That's on growth. You know, that's on growth. But yeah. Yeah, definitely not mean girls.
I'm sure my friend that also listens to our podcast, when she hears this, she's also gonna probably want to fight. So not just us, you know?
Yeah. I feel like anybody in that situation, you would do it too. If your friend told you that some heathen was out here spreading her business and they're supposed to be her friend, and they did that, you would want to fight them too. You would want to do it too. Just saying. And if you say you wouldn't, you're not a real friend, and that's just facts.
Before you wrap it up, I just have a question.
Okay.
Will you be my Valentine?
Of course. Always.
Always.
Good.
Thank you. I just thought I'd make it very public, so everyone can hear it, you know?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you anyways, but
gotta ask on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, so we told the Sally and Lee story today because I think they're kind of similar, personally. And they're both very sus. Sally was a pick-me, too.
Also,
she was
the
like
Sally
a 40-year-old.
Was like in 2019.
Yeah.
That's when that happened.
That was a long time ago. That's why, like, I can't remember all the details, and I don't have the messages to go back and, like, look and really, like, get down to every little detail, nor do I care. I remember the important parts.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Lee is kind of recent, right? I don't know. Did you meet her last year?
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah, that happened like September-ish.
Gotcha. Short-lived. That's good.
Yeah,
You didn't waste that much
for the
time.
best. Yeah.
All good. Okay, guys, so that was our story time for this episode. Next time, I think I'm going to talk about, I think I called him Jack last time. Was he Jack? Was he Jake?
I think so. No, I think Jake was the other one.
Okay. Are you sure? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Well, you know what? We're just going to go with Jack. I'm not going to go with Jake because someone thought we were talking about them.
Yeah. All the names, by the way, that we make up are just like, all the names we use are not real names. They're just like on the spot names that we think about.
Yeah.
So if someone we know has a similar name or that's your real name, we probably didn't even realize that was your real name.
Yeah.
We probably forgot.
Trust me. And I did. Totally forgot. I will not be saying anybody's real name except we talked about Nerd because we love Nerd. And
we do.
Yeah.
I played Fortnite with Nerd. That's what I was doing just before we started podcasting. Nice. She messaged me on Discord in GIFs. So for like 5 minutes, we were just like sending GIFs back and forth, having a whole conversation just GIFs.
I love that. But yeah, so if you hear your name and you actually know us, we're not talking about you. Trust me. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about Jack. And he was the guy that I'm pretty sure got catfished by one of our friends. Me and Jack were like in a little relationship, and he decided that he wanted to talk to someone else. And then years later, me and Jelly put this theory together that we're pretty sure he got catfished. So on the next episode, we're gonna talk about that. And a lot more, and a lot more about Jake. Like there's so much, or Jack. Sorry, Jack. So much about Jack. Okay,
This is like
a really good time period in my life. I'm pretty sure he catfished me.
There's like a lot of years. There's a lot of years in between. There's a lot of years for that.
Yeah, there's so much. Like him coming back after 6 years.
Yeah.
Of just disappearing off the face of the earth. Like, so we're going to dive into that. And that might take the whole episode. So
who knows?
It's going to be good though. If you like boy stories and juicy stories, that one's going to be like really good. So make sure to tune into that one.
I would say it's like probably in the top 3.
Oh yeah. That one, and then the guy that shot himself in the head.
Yeah.
Definitely up there.
Also, it's my birthday month.
Oh yes. It's Shelly's birthday month. She's turning 26. Yeah. I knew that. Yeah. In just a few more days. This will be so fun for you.
Yeah. Like half a month.
Yeah. And yeah, that'll go by though so fast. It's like literally just a couple of days.
A hop and a skip.
But yeah, guys, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Conning Conversations on everything. But in case you forget that we post on Mondays, and then you know, it pops up in your feed, you're like, oh my gosh, another Conning Conversations? They're talking about that guy that got catfished? Gotta go see it. Gotta see it.
But on Instagram, the link for Spotify and the link for YouTube is also on there. So
yeah,
if you watch it on YouTube, you get to watch some COD clips over top.
Yes.
And obviously, if you listen to it on Spotify,
you just get to hear our beautiful voices. You know, maybe we're soothing and we'll soothe you to sleep. Maybe that's what this podcast can be for you. But if you like gaming videos, just check out that YouTube. And yeah, some shitty clips on there. Because the majority of them are just mine, and I'm not that good. And if you watch them, you could tell, except my free-for-all. My free-for-all clips, they're good. My search and destroy clips, not good. But it's just there for people to watch something while they listen. Because I know personally, I like watching something while I'm listening to something. But yeah. yeah, guys, that's this episode. We hope you enjoyed.
I hope you guys have a great week.
Yes, have a lovely week, a lovely. I was gonna say weekend, but it'll be Monday when this is posted, so that's not a thing. Anyways,